Today we're taking a closer look at the Schon DSGN cursive nib. I picked this one up from the SF Pen show at the end of August, and I've been writing with it on and off, long, shorter sessions for like about a month. So I feel like I have a better understanding of the nib, and so far I've been really enjoying just using it, especially for longer sessions. So I have also a couple of different types of paper. This is from the Yamamoto paper blind box. This is also from the SF Pen show. So the top stack I already opened is the Cosmo Airlight. I got comments before on my previous video. People wanted to see how it writes on the canvas paper. Unfortunately, I do not have that, but Cosmo Airlight is pretty close to the new canvas paper, so hopefully this will suffice. And then this also has Minuet light cream. I'm butchering this name. It's a 73.2 GSM paper, so we can pretty much play with all of the paper in the stack. I think I only opened the Cosmo Airlight, so we're gonna open all of these. What else do we have? We have Halftone Color White. It's a 64 GSM paper. I wonder if kinda would writes like Tomoe River paper, but we'll see. They're the thicker version of TRP. They are very close in thickness, so oh god, not easy to open. There. Okay, what else do we have? We have the bank paper. That is, this is a 48.2 GSM. I think you can get sheets, like A4 size sheets of these on jet pens as well. This, I've heard people say that this is very close to the regular 52 GSM Tomoe River paper, but we will take a closer look today as well. And then the last one is Sheep Clouds Bond, 70 GSM. Let me try this one as well, but this is also in the bullet jotter. So I have the Sheep Clouds Bond, and then I have the Solist paper. So maybe we'll just try these as well. Yeah, so this is all of our paper combination today. Yes, I'll leave this in the box. Okay, so I feel like I'm like playing tarot cards with different decks. Okay, so the star of the show today, again, SchonDSGN cursive nib. It is currently inked with Sailor's Yamadori. It's one of my favorite inks of all time. Yeah, so let me see if I can get a closer look of the nib for the camera. Focus? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it has this autumn feed. Right now you cannot actually see the color, but normally it's like a translucent yellowish color. And yeah, so that's the nib itself. Very beautiful side profile. All right, okay, so now let's dive in. So we have first one, Cosmo Airlight. Try that. I don't know, people usually write like, they have like sentences or like things that they write when they test pens. For me, I would like to do just kind of like squiggly lines to see how like the nib twists and turns. Very smooth. And then my favorite thing to write is this. yeah, it's still very smooth. So this is how you write it in like just normal orientation, and then you can also turn it around, and then with different angle you get different line width. I think it's like really thin when it's like high angle, and the line gets thicker and then gets really this is not a okay. And then gets like thicker as you like tilt it down. I think it's just depending on when you're using like the angled portion of it's not very good, but like the nib has an angle, so if the full angle is in contact with the paper, that's when the line width is the thickest. Yeah, so what I found is that this is actually very good for heading. Heading 1, and then you rotate the back, and then you just start writing. I don't know. Time things. Yeah. So in like journaling, like I don't need another pen to write headings. That's I guess one perk of this. Last thing, I don't know. I also sometimes try testing writing Chinese. It's my native language. I'm trying to think what's a good thing to write on camera. So I cannot really translate, but this is from the first sentence from a poem from I think Tang Dynasty. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, but this is kind of like if you do write like Chinese, Japanese, like things like that, like this kind of like what the nib would look like. Unfortunately, I don't know a third language, so this is where the extent is for testing. Okay, so in Cosmo Airlight, let's turn it back. There's no bleed. Looks like no bleed through, very minimal ghosting. Same here, even on the thicker lines. Cap it so that it doesn't run dry. And really wish to have a roll stop, but anyways, yeah, it behaves very well. I don't have any complaints. Both to the pen and paper, they're phenomenal together. All right, so then we will try the Minuet light cream. I keep wanting to say this is minute, but it's my I don't know if I have dyslexia, but oh, this is much thinner than the Cosmo Airlight, even though they are like not that much different in weightage. Okay. Lovely cream color. Okay. Try the same. Oh, this has a little bit more teeth than the Cosmo Airlight. Yeah, it's not as absorbent as the Cosmo Airlight. It feels like when writing on this paper, I feel like the paper is trying to draw as much ink out of the nib as possible. It's just like it pulls it out. But this one, it doesn't do that as much. It kind of just like, okay, well, you're putting ink on me. Anyways. Let's that's the second sentence of the poem. I wonder if we can just keep writing it out. Okay, so that's Monoc Light Cream. I do like the cream color though. It's like it's not too cream, I guess, but very nice, soft on the eyes. Okay, and then we have the halftone color white, even thinner. So this is 64. Does reminds me of TRP. Okay, so let's see. So smooth. I feel like smoother than this one. Oh, we didn't check ghosting and bleed. No ghosting, no bleed. Beautiful. Try writing with reverse too on this one. Oh, interesting. It has more texture in the paper. You can see how the ink kind of like feathers a little bit. Oh, you know what? Oh, this is just from when I was putting this on top of the other one. Anyways, okay, interesting. I feel like this would be fun as a sketching watercolor or markers drawings, because you can actually vary the texture a little bit on this paper. So interesting. Also, I don't know if anybody who speaks Chinese will watch my video, but please do not comment on my writing. I know I have bad writing, and I am self-aware. But the point is not my writing, the point is the pen and the paper. So there is a minimal amount of not bleeding, ghosting. We have not tried writing with reverse. So reverse high angle, reverse kind of low angle. Okay. Still no bleeding. A little bit ghosting, but you know, as the paper gets thinner, this is inevitable. So I also put this wrong. Okay. So all right. And then the last one is bank paper. I expect probably ghosting, but we'll see what other issues we might run into. Oh, very, very thin. Hear the sound of paper. I'm gonna put this one underneath it so that we don't put too much pressure on the nib. All right. I feel like I should think of it like an English poem that I can write out too, but didn't prep for that today. Alright, so what do we do? So that it's still very smooth. I actually like writing on this quite a bit. I can't exactly articulate why, but there's I like the tactile feedback on this paper. let's check the back. Ooh, okay. Very, very heavy ghosting. No bleed through though. So it held up against the thick nib and ink. But if I'm using this paper for notebook, it will be just like they're all going to be writing on the same side. I'm not going to try to write on the back side. Yeah. Let's see. So reverse writing. Ooh, okay. So this puts out much more ink on the paper, on this specific paper. Here. Okay. Yeah, so still no bleeding through. Ghosting is very heavy. And just for giggles, let's try to write on the back of this and just see what it looks like. All right, okay, so let's see. Yeah, okay, so you definitely see the front and back. They don't necessarily interfere with like legibility of the writing, but if ghosting is something that like will bother you, just be aware. And that's the bank paper. Okay. All right. And then we have the bullet jotter. I actually have never used this. So sheep cloud bond is the one that we have in the last one in the box. So try that. I feel like this is like a nice size of a writing pad. What do we write? My literature repertoire is not the best. Let's see. Just write the same sentence, I guess. There are many quick brown foxes. And many lazy dogs today. Okay. Yeah, it still writes smooth. Like this pen behaves admirably across all of the paper type that we tried today. I also have been using it on Tomoe River paper, and it's just nothing but praises for it. Okay, so the paper itself, I think I have 2 pages. Yeah. A little bit ghosting. I would say medium ghosting. And then we'll try the back side writing. I have never tried writing Chinese with this back side. It would be interesting to try. Try just or something. Write something nicer. Okay. Again, I know my handwriting is not the best, but the pen and paper held up very nicely. Okay, so yeah, so this is good. I like it. Yeah, so Solist, sorry, 65 GSM. I think this was one of my favorite when I tried all of their paper at the pen show. Yeah, it's like this like light cream, kind of like this cream color. Yeah, these two are very close. You know, compared to something like a more stark white. Right, yeah. Okay, so again, try the backside writing first. Ooh. That is a lot of ink. No bleed through the a little bit medium. I would call this medium ghosting. Front side, regular grip. Okay, so front side grip, it's smooth. Again, that paper trying to draw out more ink feeling from Cosmo Airlight is also present here. Yeah, and it has a little bit more tooth than Cosmo Airlight, so you get just that slightly more feedback when you're writing. So I guess if you're a person who likes smooth paper, then I think Cosmo Airlight and bank paper and the halftone white color and even the sheep cloud bond are the smoother type, and then the minuet light cream and the solist are like more toothy, feedbacky paper. Yeah, and then the pen itself, we have seen it's writing across from paper, and the normal grip and the reverse grip behaves very nicely. It's the right size. I feel like at least for me, like it's the right diameter, length, weight distribution. So it's have nice in my hand. I've tried writing morning pages with it. Doesn't feel tiring when writing with long session with this pen. Yeah, and then to be honest, this makes my handwriting look much better than what it actually is, even though it's pretty bad. You can see it here. Yeah, but yeah, so I think the way I judge if a pen is good or not is first of all, is that how does it feel to write? Do I like the writing feedback of it? And then secondly is how does it feel when I'm holding it? That usually you get a good feeling when you first pick it up, but sometimes even though I've had pens where I had like good first impression, but then when writing with longer sessions, it turned out to be like I have that death grip. Like some people grip their pens like loosely, some people have like a very strong grip. I'm the second type, so for me, like pens that don't tire me out when I'm writing like pages is like a big plus. Yeah, and then the last point is that whether they make my handwriting look good or better is the last judging criteria. And yeah, so that's it. I'm just taking out all of the paper that we use, samples that we wrote today. Yeah, and then let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or if there's any other paper you would like me to try. If this is probably like the biggest varieties of paper that I have, other than just some like Tomoe River paper, and I have MD paper as well. Yeah, But if there's anything else that you are interested in, let me know in the comments. If you have any question about the pen, the nib itself, let me know as well. And otherwise, I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.